just pick up the phone and call me. I'll be there. Girl, let me show you, you're my one and only, like I told you. I'll be there. And if you get blue, I got the loving for you. Yeah, I'll be there. Your heartache, it kills me, but your loving, it thrills me. I'll be there. Whatever tomorrow may hold, I know you're the one for me, child. And when we're together, my love, you give me hope and a way to cope. Yeah, yeah. I'll be there. Ooh, I'll be there. And when I'm at home, I got no one to hold. Won't you tell me I'll be there? If my mind is reeling from the stress that I'm feeling, I need you. I'll be there. I just need your love, and I long for your touch. Won't you tell me I'll be there? Your loneliness kills me, but your loving, it thrills me. Won't you speak those words? I'll be there. Whatever tomorrow may hold, I know you're the one for me, child. And when we're together, my love, you give me hope and a way.
Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Happy Friday, everyone out there in OOTP baseball land. Maybe you're kicking back with a nice beverage just before supper. Maybe you're relaxing on the couch just before bedtime. Maybe you're up late burning the oil if you're somewhere over in Europe or in Asia, Australia, or maybe you're just waking up if you work night shift anywhere in the world. Welcome all in. Laptop Hound here on his Friday show. Yes, I've changed my Saturday show to Friday show because Saturday was pretty busy with a lot of streamers going on, usually when I was streaming. And so I figured, well, there is no more Friday showdown. So not till the new game comes out. So there's a spot available there. So yeah, here I am for a couple hours. Not a long show on Friday. It's just going to be a short show because it is Friday. But I got my coffee ready to go. How you guys doing out there? Say hi. Saw Sean So in the chat. Who else is in the chat? D Block I saw earlier in the chat off there in Germany. Who else is here? I know the good Doc will likely be coming in any minute now. So we'll get started with some news. We'll play some, we'll finish off the lap versus chat that we started on yesterday, yeah. And we will take a look at the final qualifying day for 5L for February because we added March 1st to it. Cubs fan Steve in the house. I know my Blue Jays have been playing some exhibition baseball against the Phillies. I think it was the Phillies yesterday. So yeah, some exhibition baseball. Baseball is back on. We've got OOTP 25. I've pre-ordered my desktop version. Also going to get a Steam version at some time. Ooh, looking forward to that. 30% off. Go to outoftheparkdevelopments.com and pre-order your copy or wish list it on Steam. Most of us diehard OOTP fans have already likely done that. Because 30% off, $34.99 American. I think I paid $47 Canadian for it. But trust me, if you play OOTP, you're not going to complain about the price. I mean, what's that? Let's say like $3 a month. $3 a month to get all the joy and satisfaction and watch guys like me. $3 a month, isn't it worth it? Giving up a Starbucks coffee for $3 a month? Absolutely. Out of the Park Baseball 25, the road to release. More information coming our way Wednesday with the Hall of Fame announcement. And then less than 2 weeks away, Paul Sporer with the breakdown of Perfect Team 25. Theme teams. EVC will be talking about theme teams, doing some Rickpapalooza tomorrow morning at what time? Noon Eastern? EVC should be on at noon Eastern tomorrow. No Tesuiji broadcast tomorrow. So it'll be EVC and then a little bit of a break. And then I think AZ Axel with the Backyard Project. I think at least he was scheduled to come on tomorrow. And Sunday is a lonely day again because no World Series being shown. No OOTP World Series on Sunday. But hey, you've got Don't Cut the D Block Dragon, 8:30 a.m. Eastern, and you've got Cavacom a couple hours after that. So you got some good coverage there with Cava and with Don't Cut the D Block Dragon. All right. Thanks again, guys, for tuning in. Glad to have you here. And let's talk a little bit about what's coming up for me with OOTP 24. I did kind of mention it a little bit yesterday, but if you weren't in the house yesterday, this is kind of what's going on. Today, we're going to finish off the 5L for February. We'll watch the finals. We'll fill out a form where you guys have a chance to win some packs predicting who our champion is going to be. And we'll play the lap versus chat. We did the draft yesterday. We set up the rosters. Now we're ready for the exhibition game and the season to play out. Also on Monday will be the last theme team wheel spin. Those of you that have been following me know that every Monday I get you guys to help build my theme team simply by opening packs, taking guys off the roster, putting guys on the roster, spending my perfect points, whatever the wheel destines us to do on Mondays. So this week will be the last week we rebuild the theme team because EVC will be shutting down the friends list after next week. So everyone's going to be on their own after that. So we'll take one more shot at winning a championship with the Pound theme team wheel. I have won a couple championships with my other theme team, the Dave Steeb Super 7 All-Stars, but hopefully we can get one this week or next week. Tuesday, big show. Good friend Don't Cut the D Block Dragon and I are going to have our kind of closing ceremonies for the lower level cards. We love iron. We love bronze. D Block, I know, loves silver a bit. I love gold a bit, but there is no bigger passion for us than those lower level cards throughout the year. And that was enhanced with Spore bringing on the Tuesday Treasure Trove and giving us more of those lower level goodness throughout the year. So on Tuesday, D-Block and I are going to do a couple things. We're going to break down our favorite iron cards of the year. We're going to show you our 26-man all-time roster for iron and all-time roster for bronze. Not necessarily the best cards in the game right now, but the cards that served us well over the course of the year. So we're going to do that for bronze. We're going to do that for iron. And we're also going to look at the stats for the 5L cards for February. We're going to take a look at the cards like we always do every month. Which cards were the best pitchers in the tournament? Which cards were the best hitters? Because this is the first month where we had a full month with this 1985 setting and the rotating ballpark. And again, good chance we're going to see something similar to the 5L come out with OOTP 25 at launch or very soon after. So looking forward to that, kickstarting a new game with the 5L tournament. Thank you guys for playing in it. A lot of familiar names, a lot of names I see every day, a lot of names that beat me all the time. I lost out again to those, I think it was the Blue Hornets, Blue Hornets, beat me out in round one, of course, in 6 games, always in 6 games or 7 games. And yeah, congratulations to yesterday's winners, whether that was the random winner. Alcohol was one of the random winners. Our bounty winners, K. Carlton Lassiter was the one that took me out. The other bounty was on Charles, and Charles won the whole tournament. He won the bounty. So I awarded him the 5 packs because no one defeated him. Sean Soul came very close. I think he took him to 5 games in the finals of the bounty, but just that 1 game short. So we will give out some more packs a little bit later today based on your predictive skills. So we're going to do that on Tuesday. Wednesday, I don't have a stream, but OOTP will be doing their Hall of Fame partnership reveal on Wednesday. On Twitch, I think, although lately they've been doing stuff on YouTube, so maybe on Twitch. And we've got a group. What do we call doc watchers? What do we call them? Patients? We have the patients in the house. Welcome all in, guys. Good to see you. Happy Friday. Just kind of running down what my schedule is going to be like next week for streaming. Hope Doc provided you with the quality entertainment that you deserve. And now you get downgraded. It's like you're driving a luxury Escalade, and then budget rental car says, okay, well, we need you to turn in that Escalade. Here's a sedan for you. But don't worry, it's a 2020 sedan. Yeah. It's got the little plug-in for your iPhone. Oh, yeah, baby. Oh, yeah, you got it. So welcome all in, Raiders. Hope you're having a wonderful Friday. Going through my schedule. Going to have a few giveaways a little bit later and going to play out the final day of the laptop tournament. All right. Wednesday, Hall of Fame on Twitch. I don't know if Dr. Dynastic can confirm or deny if he'll be hosting that again, because we haven't really heard who's hosting and who's going to be on it. My guess has always been Dr. D and Rich, but we don't know. And it's confirmed. Okay, good. And is it Twitch or YouTube? Because you guys have been doing a lot of things on YouTube. Twitch or YouTube? Twitch or YouTube? Or unconfirmed? It'll be somewhere. It'll be out there. So the partnership with the Baseball Hall of Fame, can't wait to hear that. I know Rich will be excited about it. He's been working on it for a long time, and he's just going to be, you're going to see the glow come off of Rich. Just knowing that we can use artifacts and plaques and different, pictures of memorabilia possibly on cards. Who knows, maybe some awards based on Hall of Fame things. Up in the air, unconfirmed. We don't know where it's going to be. Then a week from today, I'm going to do something to end off my OOTP league run. I'm going to do something called the speed run. All these cool kids today, when you go on Twitch and YouTube, they're doing speed runs. And I don't mean the drug. We're not talking 1960s here. All right? Speed run with video games where they try to get through a whole game from the beginning to the end in the shortest possible time. So we're going to be doing our version of the speed run. Captain Kegleg, thank you very much, Captain. And since you're here right now, here we go. A little bit of hound love for Captain Kegleg.
Nothing but a hound dog, crying all the time. You ain't nothing but a hound dog, crying all the time. No, you ain't ever caught a rabbit, and you ain't no friend of mine.
All right. Thank you so much, Captain Kegleg, gifting the sub to Ryan Schroer. Again, I think a longtime viewer. Ryan, I think you've been here for a while. I remember seeing you at least a year ago. So thank you, Captain Kegleg. Well-deserved community gift sub there to Ryan. He will appreciate that. And we'll see if in OOTP 25 it becomes, what is it, Sergeant Kegleg now? Master Corporal Kegleg? I don't know my military too well. But yeah, I remember you telling us a story about your sister, who the name kind of comes from, getting a promotion. Major Kegleg. There we go. That's pretty cool too, I have to admit. That will not be a downgrade in names. So we'll see if the captain gets a promotion on his Twitch account and his OOTP account. So again, Tuesday with D-Block and I covering our favorite cards of the lower levels. On Wednesday, Dr. D will be interviewing Rich, either on Twitch, that rhymes. Dr. D will be interviewing Rich, either on Twitch or on YouTube. And then 1 week from today, a little bit of a speed run with OOTP. Monday, March the 12th, be here. Mark your calendars. Monday, March the 12th, we've got the Waggy Awards. Oh, yeah, the hound will be wagging his tail and giving out some awards for OOTP 24 content. The Community Choice Awards, basically, where you guys are going to decide the award winners. Prior to that, I've got a form. I released it yesterday. It's this form right here. We've already got 36 entries. You know what? Let's send that out again. 36 entries for the Waggies. There you go. If you haven't had a chance, please fill that out. Be part of the voting process. And everyone that submits a form will be put in for a 10-pack giveaway from OOTP 24. Not quite 25 yet. So yeah, fill out a form and have your chance to win 10 packs in our giveaway. Just to answer them all, I've left it on, you're allowed to edit it. So if you fill it out and tomorrow you say, you know what, I want to change one of my answers, you can always go back and fix it and then resubmit it. 1 entry per human. Please, no bots, no duplicate accounts, no alts, no second emails. Please, 1 entry per human, just to kind of keep it a little bit more authentic. Our award tabulators will be profusely proofreading and checking them. So join EDC, join Ezra, Denny, and myself on March the 11th, 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. A few other guests dropping in. Some have confirmed, some have not confirmed. But yeah, we're gonna have a fun old time doing some OOTP award presentations and playing a couple games as well. There'll be some game show giveaways. Plus, we got special drops. You can get up to 14 drops if we stay on for 4 hours. So lots of fun to be had. Our final kind of send off to OOTP 24. So please join us and please fill out that form. All right. Ezra, no, you're locked in, Ezra. You signed a contract. Yeah, you sorry. That was part of the deal that you made. Give me a Daddy Wags card and I'll be on your show lap. It's right here. I got it. I got it right here. See? Yeah, right there. Signature. I'll just got to get the blood off there. Okay, there we go. There we go. Yeah. All right. So yes, Ezra will be there. Hey, I can't help it if you got tricked. Didn't you see the big letters at the house? Columbia House CD. That it was right there at the top. And you still haven't paid your 99 cents. So come on. You got till March the 11th. I expect to see that in my bank account with interest. All right. The Laptop Hound, a daily. A couple of things about that. Speaking of Ezra, give a shout out to Ezra for winning the 5L, his very first. Ezra is no longer a 5L newbie. He is the champion. On February the 29th, Ezra beat Warbot in 5 games in the final. I'm not making this up. I'm seriously, you can pinch yourself. I did several times yesterday when I saw the results, but this is not made up. Ezra over Warbot in 5 games. And in fact, he has scored 3 runs in the bottom of the 9th in the final game to take the victory. So that's Ezra. In the 3 months we've been playing this, that is Ezra's first 5L victory. And it comes on the second last day. So nothing like leaving it till the end, Ezra. Nothing like finishing strong. We like it when people finish strong, Ezra, and we've got one more day, today's results to add. So congratulations to Ezra for getting the 4 points. Warbot gets the 3 points. Hama Oyster Company, who Ezra beat in the semis. And believe me, it was not an easy path for Ezra. I mean, if you know Ezra, he fell down a few times in the quarterfinals. He fell down even more in the semifinals. He stumbled in round 4. He went to game 7, 3 consecutive rounds before meeting up with Charles, a rested Charles. So Charles should have smoked him. But after playing 26 games in a row without a break, Ezra had the stamina to finish him off, winning in 5. So congratulations again. And the Manchester Worker Bees took the last point yesterday. So as of today, as of right now, our leaderboard is the Michigan Wolves with 18 points, the Mill Basin Yankees with 16, 15 for the Central Kentucky Pirates, the Portland Llamas at 11, Escape from New York at 9, Ghost Town Go Ships, along with the Worker Bees, Oklahoma, Detroiters, and the Sloths, and Ezra. This only goes to top 10, Ezra. You're tied. You're there at 11, buddy. I can't help it if this spreadsheet puts you last. But yeah, you are up there. You are technically tied for 6th. You, Kava, Wildcat Bandit, Sporer, and GT Sundown, all tied with 8. That's a good group. Good group of managers all there. How'd you get in there, Ezra? How did you sneak in there? I'm just kidding you. Ezra is showing his worth in gold here. So yes, we got one more day. The best I finished this month was a second place finish. So at least we got to see my name up there in lights once. We got the highlight at least once. Also, after we get our final four, which I think we've got now. Let me go into the game, see if we've got our final four. Because we may be able to add the final four names. Anyone that finished in the final four throughout the month of February gets their name on the wheel, and we spin the wheel to find out who wins the random 5 packs. All right, let me boot the game up. Now remember these names, folks, because I'm going to be switching screens. Let's see if we're in our semifinals. Do we have the final four? We do. We're almost at the finals. We got the Scotia Scooties up 3-1 over Potato, the team that beat me when I finished second, Potato. And then we've got the Beaver Fall Bees, who I don't recognize, losing 3-1 to the Gotham Jokerfish. So we could be about half a minute away from having our finalists, at which point we can send out the Google form for you guys to predict who you think is going to win it all today. All right, let's go back to the wheel. Now remember, I asked you to remember some names, chat. I don't ask much of you, but I do ask you to be a record keeper for me at times. Okay, so let's add them to the wheel. Remember the Gotham Jokerfish. Gotham Jokerfish. Who else was there? I remembered one. Gotham Jokerfish. Oh, yeah. I remember the Scotia Scooties. Scotia. It's Friday night. You guys are probably inebriated already, some of you guys. We got the Beaver Falls Bees. Beaver Falls Bees. And we've got, Potato 2001. Potato 2000. All right. So we've added today's semifinalists. Again, if you're just coming in off the break, our semifinalists in today's 5L, we've got the Jokerfish. Actually, we probably got the next sim in already. Let's see. Do we have our 2 finalists? We've got the Scotia Scooties win 4-1, and the Beaver Fall Bees win game 5. So it is now a 3-2 series. So we do not have our finalists, but that's okay. We have our 4 semifinalists, so we can add them to the wheel, which I just did over the break. And now we've got our 120 entries. We played 30 tournaments, 4 qualify each day. So 30 times 4 is 120. So we have 120 names up there. That is confirmed. And I will shuffle this 7 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There we go. So our random winner of 5 standard packs goes out to the Wisconsin Winter, a very familiar name in this tournament. Haven't seen them lately. Wisconsin Winter. Wisconsin Winter, if you're in the chat, say hi. Otherwise, I'll have to track you down. So you are our random 5-pack giveaway winner. All right. The other winner that receives 20 packs, because none of the contenders are in the Final Four, so they cannot accumulate any more points. The Mill Basin Yankees lost out earlier. So the Michigan Wolves, our good friend Wolfman 56. Wolfman 56, if you're in the chat, congratulations. You join an illustrious group of people. You join Makadkar and you join the Hoosman 1 as the 3 monthly winners in the Laptop Daily. 20 packs will go your way. Might take a day or two because it is the weekend, but eventually you'll find those in your account. And the good news is, folks, we're not stopping. We are continuing on the Laptop Daily. It's going to be an abbreviated one, though. We're only going to do half a month because that's when the new game comes out on March the 15th. But I've been given the go-ahead that I can give out packs for the next mini cycle of the Laptop Daily. So we're going to do a half a month contest here. This time, 15 packs. We won't give out the full 20. 15 packs for the winner and 5 packs for a random winner. And the last tournament will be March the 14th. So all the tournaments from tomorrow up until March the 14th, same criteria, 4 points for first, 3 for second, 2 for third, 1 for fourth. We'll keep the tally here and someone will walk away with 15 packs. So if you haven't signed up for tomorrow's, get signed up. Let's do this. We'll give you a half a trophy since it's only half a month. Yes, well-deserved D-Block. We got to put that in lights there. Well-deserved for Michigan Wolves hanging on because those Mill Basin Yankees made a run of it late in the month. It is a tough one. It is a tough one to win. Okay, so I cannot send out this form yet, but we do have one of our finalists. Scotia Scooties. So once we get our second finalist, then I can release that form and you guys can predict who's going to win today's Laptop Daily and a few other kind of tiebreaker questions there too. And let me see if the next sim has come in. No, we're still about 4 minutes away. Okay, I'll keep an eye on that. Well, we got to finish off what we started yesterday with. We got to finish off lap versus chat because some of you guys filled out a contest form yesterday. Yeah, you did. You filled out a contest form. So we got to honor that and we got to finish it off and find out who our winner is. So you can't enter to that one. However, you can enter this one that once we find out our second finalist, you can enter that one probably in about 10 minutes time. Good to see you guys. Happy Friday. Hope things are going well. Again, don't forget to check into EBC tomorrow at noon Eastern time. Test Ouija will not be streaming tomorrow. So we'll have EBC and then I believe AZ Axo in the afternoon. And then on Sunday, Don't Cut the D-Block Dragon, 8:30 a.m. Eastern. And then Cavicom follows after him about 10:30 a.m. Eastern. Somewhere around that range. Okay, we are ready. Yesterday, you guys set up your lineup. So for those of you unfamiliar with what this is about, it's me versus the chat with the base game. I draft players, chat drafts players. We did the draft yesterday, and you guys set up your lineups. You got your pitching staff, Hal White, Sandy Koufax, Ali Reynolds, Amos Russi. And you've got your hitting lineup versus righties and versus lefties. You got a bunch of real good players on there. Tip O'Neill, Hanley Ramirez, Lloyd Wayner, Billy Williams. We got Russell Martin. You guys finally got a catcher a season ago. So what we do is you guys have to try and accomplish 4 tasks. 1, beat me in the exhibition game at the beginning of the season. 2, make the World Series. 3, have a better regular season than my team. And 4, win a Cy Young or MVP award, which you guys have done a couple times. For every task that you complete, 5 packs will be given out based on the form that you filled out yesterday. All right, let's do this. Tiger Cub is in the house. All right, Tiger Cub. Yes, if you missed it, we awarded you the 20 packs because you cannot be caught. You are our February winner. The Mill Basin Yankees made a late run. They finished 2 points behind you. So I'll send your name out, Wolfman 56, to the team that gives out the packs, and you should get those within the next 48 hours. If not, you'll get them by Monday because it is the weekend coming up here. Okay, let's go to the exhibition game. Let's do this. And D-Block, if you have your game open, or anyone that has their game open and is in the 5L, can you let me know when we have our 2 finalists? Because I like to release the form after game 1 of the final. So we're going to do this until game 1 has simmed or is just about to sim. So probably about 10, 15 minutes time. So all depends on how that second series goes. You're very welcome, Tiger. Join the club. There are a lot of us that love it, and you can tell by the amount of people that enter it. It gives you a little bit of clout. You got some bragging rights, Tiger. Believe me, you've got some bragging rights. All right, let's go manage this game. Before we do that, we have to decide who our pitchers are going to be, because we're not just going to send out our number 1 pitcher. Let me save that. And let me go to all right. Our starting pitchers will be the pitcher in slot number 2, which I think is probably pretty good news for you guys. So in slot number 2, you guys will face Pud Galvin. And starting for you guys will be Sandy Koufax. So Sandy Koufax, who's looking like that. Pud Galvin, who's looking like that. So pretty much opposite kind of builds there. All right, let's go. And now we got to go and schedule a game because I canceled that one to check out our pitchers. Okay, schedule. So yeah, this is how you can schedule exhibition games in the base game if you're new to it. You go into your little gear icon, you click on Edit League Schedule, and at the bottom, Add New Series. We're going to have Twitch chat. Always the worst team in the previous season gets home field, so I take home field. Exhibition game. And we're playing 1 game. We're going to do that on March the 28th. Twitch chat, Oilers, exhibition, 1 game, schedule series game. There we go. And so now when you go on your schedule, 26th, 27th, and 28th, and then on your calendar, there it is, your scheduled exhibition game. Koufax against Pud Galvin. Starting pitcher, Sandy Koufax. Oops, we got to go back out. We got to allow me to change the pitchers. I believe, no. Let's try this again. All to human control. Starting pitcher, Koufax. Reynolds. Good. And for my team, Bud Galvin is pitcher. All right, here we go. And I'm just going to do one at bat. And then I'm going to go back and change it to computer versus computer. Good. Okay. After the first inning, it is 3-0 for the Hound. Oh, yeah. 3-0 for the Hound. We get a home run by Bill Selkeld, who is a rookie this year for Laptop Hound, drafted this year in the first round pick for Laptop Hound, 12th overall. Bill Selkeld leading the way in his first game, exhibition game. Let's go to the third. Still 3-0. Inning number 4, still 3-0. 2 hits for the Hound, 4 hits for the Chat. Inning number 5, or up to inning number 5, Chat scores a run. Is it a home run? No, it's a double by Russell Martin and Mike Lowell. Back-to-back doubles score a run for you guys. Let's finish off the 5th. Another run for Chat. What do you guys do here? In the top of the 5th, Huey Jennings flies out. Lloyd Wayner singles. Tip O'Neill strikes out, but Wayner steals second. And then a single by Hanley Ramirez will score Lloyd Wayner for your second run of the game. Let's go to the 7th. Still 3-2. We're heading to the 8th. Still 3-2. All right, we're going to play out the last 2 innings here. 5 packs on the line. If you guys can beat me here, Hanley Ramirez, your MVP last season. And Hanley, it says, Mom, Dad, I'm on TV. Look at me. And he hits a home run in our first part of the coverage here. So Hanley Ramirez for Chat ties it up for you guys. And it is now 3-3. Billy Williams now, former Chicago Cub, at the plate. And Williams, he drives one deep to left field. That is an out. Tommy Thompson on for the Hound. Willie Ibar at the plate. Tie game, full count, and that's a walk. Ibar walks. Mike Lowell strikes out. 2 outs, 1 on for Russell Martin, Canadian kid, and Russell Martin goes down swinging. We go to the bottom of the 8th, all tied up. For a Laptop Hound, Leon Daddy Wags is at the plate right now. Daddy Wags, of course, got a new card in the game with the San Francisco Giants recently. Daddy Wags drives that one into the gap, right to the gasoline sign. By the way, gasoline here in Alberta is $1.28 per liter. I don't know what the conversion is to gallons. $1.28 per liter for gas. Joe DiMaggio at the plate. Leon Wagner on second. Sandy Koufax delivers a ball high and outside. And the Hound in the bottom of the 8th has runners on first and second. Nobody out for Jordan Alvarez. And look who comes in for Chat. Pedro Martinez. Pedro in a relief role because he's only got 20 stamina. What kind of page roll are we going to get here? Here comes the pitch. Fly out to center field. That drops in front of the center fielder, and Laptop Pound has loaded up the bases. Bases loaded, nobody out, 3-3 game for the guy that hit the 3-run shot in the first inning, Bill Selkeld. Bill, oh, that's what rookies do. They swing at bad pitches. Pedro with the strikeout. A gallon is about 3.8 liters. So that would be about $1, $2, $3, $4. About $4.60 a gallon, somewhere around there. That one driven to center field. Once again, the center fielder lets it drop in front of him. 1 run comes in, 2 runs are going to score, and the Hound in the bottom of the 8th putting it to Chat. 2 out now, 5-3. Ozzie Guillen at the plate. Ozzie swings to short, over to second for the final out of the 8th inning. It's up to Chat to try and score 2 to tie it up. They've got Corbin Carroll. He will pinch hit in the 9th slot. Huey Jennings due up next, followed by Mr. Wayner. Corbin Carroll to center field. Easy out for the Hound. 1 away. Leadoff hitter Huey Jennings at the plate. Huey puts a lot into that one. Left field, out number 2. Chat down to their final out. Lloyd Wayner at the plate. Got to get on base, Lloyd. Full count. Lloyd pops that one over the second baseman. That's going to fall for a hit, and Chat has some life. They've got arguably their best player at the plate. Tommy Thompson still in the game for the Hound. Tip O'Neill, these kind of ratings, 26 years old. Tommy Thompson, got a lot of movement. Remember, in the base game, they don't show home run suppression or pitcher BABIP. So you don't know exactly if he's a better home run suppressing pitcher or a pitcher BABIP pitcher. We can just see the movement. Big at bat here. Tip O'Neill can tie the game. Here comes the pitch. O'Neill, a weak grounder to second, over to first for the final out of the game. And task number 1, won by Laptop Hound. Here comes the team on the field to celebrate. Victory for Hound. Score of 5-3. We got to write that score down because it was part of the form yesterday. 5-3 Lap in the exhibition game. All right, from this point on, we simply go to opening day. We double check that all the pitchers, hitters are in the right position here. We look at the projections. How well are you guys supposed to do? First of all, the top 10 prospects in the league. Jack Glasscock, Sherry McGee, Jeff Burrows, Harry Krause, Sid Gordon are your top 5. Mel Ott with the Pirates, Jack Powell with the Twins, Carlos Carrasco with the Twins, and Mike Greenwell. We do not have anyone in the top 10 for prospects. In fact, for hitters, Xander Bogaerts for my team is number 25. We've got Lloyd Mosby for my team, prospect number 40. And you guys don't have any hitters in the top 100 batting prospects. Pitching-wise, we're not looking too good for pitchers. Wow, neither of us has a top 100 pitching prospect. Probably because we put them in the majors already. Anyone that's good, we have playing in the majors, so they're no longer really a prospect. Number 1 prospect in the league is Jack Glasscock. Glasscock, your number 1 prospect, 20 years old, playing for the Red Sox. Double check, pitching. Looks good. Pitching for you guys. Looks good. Preseason predictions. Preseason. Oh, chat. I need a moment. The Hound is predicted to win the AL and make the World Series by a lot. 9 games. Projected to have 2 top 10 hitters in Yordan Alvarez. Come on, Barry. Come on. We're educators. We don't need to hide our camera. We always have to be on. That's the truth about educators. You always have to be on in full view of kids, parents, administrators, superintendents. So Yordan Alvarez and Joe DiMaggio projected to be top 10 hitters, projected to win the AL. And you guys are tied with the Phillies in projections. Well, thank you, Boiled Egg. Thanks for noticing. A. Careful now. And Boiled Egg, I saw at the end of yesterday's show. Thank you for re-upping your sub. And the comment that went with it, I'm like, what the heck is he talking about? Why would I be breastfeeding Twitch chat? And then I saw that it was your 9-month sub. So thank you. Now I get it. Okay. So I'll leave it at that. There will be no exposing or feeding of any kind. So Twitch chat, you are projected to tie for the NL victory, I guess, and I'm projected to win the AL. We could have a lap versus chat finals here. For you guys, are you projected to have any top hitters? Tip O'Neill, Hanley Ramirez. So you've got 2 pitching wise. You got Hal White projected to be a top 10 pitcher. And I've got Bill Magooney. McGonigal. When did you play? You got to be in the 1800s. Yep, 1879. That just looks like an 1800 name. Bill McGonigal. Gunner, they call him. Projected to be a top pitcher for me. All right, so we could have 2 finalists here. All right, and D Block is pointing out. So let me save this game. We're going to go and look at the 5L because we got to get out a Google form for you guys having a chance to win. Here we go. We got the Scotia Scooties and the Gotham Jokerfish ready to go. And I'm going to give you 3.5 minutes to fill the Google form out because I don't want any clues this time. No showing you the game 1 winner. Go back over here. We got Scotia and we got Gotham Jokerfish. Good. Send, shorten, copy. There we go. Fill it out. You've got less than 3 minutes for a chance to win some packets. Oh, it is now open. Will it be the Scotia Scooties or the Gotham Jokerfish? I will show you the teams quickly here. So if you want to wait to submit it, I'll show you what the teams are looking like. For Gotham, they're running with Willie McGill, Nathan Eovaldi, Jeff Supan, Jim Booten, and Oral Hershiser. They've got McKinney, Hasagawa, Wickander, Bourbon, Rusin, and Shote in the bullpen. And for the Scotia Scooties, they're running with Nick Eltrock, Slick Castleman, Jimmy Key, Eric King, Armando Galarraga, with Taylor Rogers, Chad Cordero, Rich Crushore, Daniel Bard, Pedro Silva, Darren Driefert. Two teams that I would not expect to be in the finals with that pitching staff. For the hitters, Scotia Scooties have Conger, Downing, Biggio, Mervis, Dixon, Halter, Brocious, Myers, Davis, Kidlow, Thames, Lynn, Dick Williams, Tyler Colvin, and Wally Post. And for Gotham, they're running Jim Lyritz, El Lopez, Burrell, Dietrich, Piggy Ward, Escobar, Cooney, Reeves, Valentin, King, Jimmy Wynn, Baumholtz, Billy Sunday, Ivel Goodman, and Hugh Nickel. Gotham Jokerfish are coming off a sweep. Or no, not coming off a sweep. They had to go 7 games. So they played the full 7 games. And the Scotia Scooties, I believe, swept. 1, 2. Nope, they went 5 games. So you got 1 minute to fill out the form before I close it off. Not giving you much time. The Cowlick says 1 minute. So I'll wait for the first game to come in, and then we'll close off the Google form. We'll get back to lap versus chat and play that out. Then we'll come back to the final 5L tournament. Remember, we are keeping the 5L going till March the 14th, March 14th. So we are going to have an abbreviated 5L going for 13 days. 13 days, 13 tournaments, 15 packs for the winner by the time we get to March 14th. Okay, the game is simming, so I'm going to go close off the form. One of you lucky 5 contestants. Give you 10 seconds. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And boiled egg, we're going to have some fun on the Monday hockey show because trade deadline, there's already a lot of trade talk swirling with Edmonton, with the Rangers, with Carolina, of course, with Colorado and Toronto. Toronto making a recent move, getting the defenseman back. All right, we got to close it off. Hope you got your form in. Yeah, D Block, Monday, 9:30 Eastern. You should set your alarm for that one because there's going to be a lot of trade talk. And who knows what kind of moves are going to be made by then. So Oilers, I think, are going to try and grab a defenseman and a goalie. At least that's what I would do. There's rumors out there that they're willing to give up their first round pick and a prospect like Philip Broberg, Dylan Holloway, Cody Ceci. I know they want to trade as well. But it's got to be whatever money comes in, it's got to go out because the Oilers are very tight against their cap space. So they're going to have to get a team to eat some contract or take an equal contract out like Cody Ceci. So, yeah, I think Ken Holland's looking at trying to pick up a top 4 right-handed defenseman. And I think they're looking for a more stable goalie for the playoffs. Will that be a Marc-Andre Fleury? Will it be a Jake Allen from Montreal? A lot of rumors with Montreal swirling for, a David Savard, Mike Mathewson. Yeah, a lot of rumors going around. Chicago, yeah, trade Kane. Chicago, Seth Jones would be good if they'd eat some of the contract. Also talk about Walker, Scott Walker, I think his name is. So yeah, there's going to be some moves. I'd like to see a guy like Ivan Provorov or one of those Columbus defensemen. Maybe talk about the Arizona kid, Dursey. He'd be good. Dursey would be good long term. Of course, if you can get Roman Yossi, give up whatever it takes to get Roman Yossi. Get him. Just get him. Give us the cup. We have Ekholm and Roman Yossi. Then we don't have to spend on another goalie, I don't think. You want a second setter for your Avs. You guys won the cup already. Come on. Come on. You're still hungover from your last cup. No need to win another one so soon. All right, let's go check out game one. In our last February qualifying, and then we'll start it all over again tomorrow and run it until March the 14th. All right, until we get to an elimination game, we're not going to look at the highlights. Just going to look at the box score. So game one goes to the Scotia Scooties. Ooh, 8-0. Gotham Jokerfish. I don't know who runs that team. Gotham, please be in the chat. I'd like to know who runs the Gotham Jokerfish, because I come across you quite a bit in this tournament. Scotia Scooties, 8-0, scoring 3 in the first, 1 in the sixth, 2 in the eighth, and 2 in the ninth. Only 2 hits for the Jokerfish. They could only muster a couple hits, and both were from a player that D-Block likes in bronze, Mr. Escobar, new member of the Toronto Blue Jays. So I know D-Block uses him in the infield in bronze, and he's the only guy that got some hits in the finals here for Gotham. For Scotia Scooties, 3 hits from Brocious, 2 hits from Colvin, a home run from Mr. Dick Williams, this iron card. Not a card I expect home runs, and it's his first home run of the tournament. So makes sense. Jimmy Key goes the distance. He is now 5-1 in the tournament. Oh, there's Sean piping in with the Avs. You guys and your Avs. I have to say some of my favorite hockey players played either in Quebec or in Colorado. Like just some of my most memorable players played in those 2 cities. Joe Sakic probably being my favorite of any Avalanche in history. It's probably Joe Sakic ahead of Peter Forsberg. You got to like Joe. Joe is just a, calm, quiet kind of guy, led by example, great captain, great general manager now. And then the other end, you have like Sean Avery. Joe Sakic, Sean Avery. Joe Sakic was like the Jimmy Stewart of movies, and Sean Avery was like the, I don't know, who's a villain in movies. Jack Nicholson. Yeah, Sakic was the best. Still is the best. He's definitely a top 5 general manager, and he's proven it with the cup win. All right, so game one is in the books. We're 3 minutes away from game number 2. Let's go take a look at how these 2 teams made it to the finals. I want to see who they beat. Did they beat me? Did they beat D-Block? Did they beat Sean? I don't know. Let's find out now. In round number 1, the Scotia Scooties swept our good friend and winner yesterday, winner of the tournament, who opened up a high diamond pack and took the Kid Nichols. Ezra got a guy for his theme team. This is his theme team that he runs in this tournament, the Starfleet Red Shirts, where he can use any Star Trek character's real name or TV name. So he can use James, he can use Kirk, he can use Jim, he can use Tiberius. He can use William. He can use Shatner. And so in his high diamond was a Kid Nichols. And he didn't notice it at first. And I'm like, there you go. One of the best tournament batch 4 pitchers, Kid Nichols, fits your theme, Ezra. Of course, for Uhura. That was her real last name. So that was quite the moment watching that on his stream last night. So Ezra, who won yesterday, loses in 4 straight to today's finalist. Synchronicity. Take a drink. Jim Carrey, James Cagney as villains. I guess comical villains for Jim Carrey for sure. But there's got to be some actor that every time you saw him on screen, you just like, "Urgh." I never got that with Jim Carrey. There's got to be a guy that just played the bad guy so well. Who is our Sean Avery of the movies? Bela Lugosi? Was anyone really afraid of Bela Lugosi? Reb, Jim Carrey. Okay, we'll go with Jim Carrey. All right, in round 2, the Scooties would take another former champion, Cavacom, and his Ghost Town Ghost Ships, and he would defeat them for nothing. So Scotia Scooties went on an affiliate massacre. 4 games against Ezra, 4 games against Cava. I'm afraid to see who he played in round 3. Round 3, the Scotia Scooties take on the Sarasota Squid, who are not affiliates. And that went 7 games. Sarasota, Scotia, Sarasota, back and forth until eventually a 7-3 victory in Game 7. On to round 4, and the Scooties will take on the Pyongyang Monstars, starring Jim Carrey. And they will beat them 4-1. So they didn't have very Pyongyang won the first game, and then Scotia won 4 straight. Not familiar with Louise Fletcher. Was that in the movie Misery? Was that her that cut off James Caan? Was it James Caan in Misery? He was an evil so-and-so. Next up in the semifinals, Scotia Scooties will take on Potato, the team that beat me in the finals last week, and will beat them in 5. So Scotia, you have had one of the best tournaments I've seen in a while. A sweep in round 1, a sweep in round 2, then you go 7, and then you play 5 and 5. Our good friend Spore also lost in the quarterfinals. So he almost squeaked in there to the finals. All right, game 2 should be in. Let's go check it out. Will it be Scotia up 2-0, or will the Joker fish? Oh, yeah, I've never seen that movie. I've read the book. We had to in school. It's mandatory reading in our curriculum here. Well, not mandatory, but it's one of the books in high school a lot of the English teachers choose for kids to read. That one and The Outsiders. Outsiders in junior high is the big book here in Alberta. And in high school, it's One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest. Or what's the one with Sidney Poitier as a lawyer? 1950s or 60s. What is that one? I think he's a lawyer. Maybe he's not the lawyer. Maybe he's the defendant or something. To Kill a Mockingbird. To Kill a Mockingbird is the other big book that students read here in school. Yes, that is it. Got it just before you posted it there, D-Block. Yeah. Classics, of course. All right, game two. Game two goes to the Scotia Scooties by a score of 6-4, and Scotia is down 4-1, and they pull off an Ezra scoring 5 runs in the 9th inning. 5 runs in the 9th inning. This is, you know how D-Block, you mentioned yesterday, the computer kind of picks who's going to win. We've already seen a lot of evidence in this tournament. They just destined Scotia to win this tournament. So 5 runs in the top of the 9th inning, so they win it 6-4. Will McEnany is going to take the blown save and loss for the Jokerfish. His 4th blown save. Get him out of there. What are you doing? He's blown 4 saves in the tournament. He should not be your stopper. And the win goes to Daniel Bard, a 50 iron live card. This guy here gets the win. Pitched 1 inning, gives up 2 hits. That's the flaw in MLB stats. A guy comes in, pitches 1 inning and gives up 2 hits, and he gets a win. This doesn't make sense. And this guy, who looks like a good reliever, Tyler Rogers, 68 overall, picks up his 9th save. And he's not like a Will McEnany. He's only got 1 blown save in the tournament. 9 saves in his last 5 starts. He's only given up 2 walks, no home runs, 1 earned run. So here's a bronze live card. Finch, that's it. Yeah, Finch. I'm going to write this. This is a card that I'm looking for in my bronze 5L. Do you know about this guy, D-Block? He looks good. Live Tyler Rogers. Oh no, Reb, I'm saying Tyler Rogers looks good. Bard, I don't know. Nothing against Bard, more against the system of guy pitches 1 inning, gives up 2 hits, and still gets the win. He was just in the right place at the right time. You play him in. See, I never play live bronze. I got to do that more. Play live tournaments next year because I other than the obvious ones like the Joey Gallo, the Kyle Schwarber, the Max Muncy. Like there's a few live cards that really stand out as being really meta. I like the Marcus Stroman live pitcher too, but I think he might be a silver. Yeah, I'm going to have to play more of those live tournaments. I know I Rock This used to play a lot of lives. Jim Booten is your player of the game. So that puts Scotia, who I don't know if they're in the chat, but I don't think Scotia or Jokerfish are in the chat. I hope they are. They're up 2-0 now. So let's go take a look how the Jokerfish got there. Who did they take out to make it to the finals? Round 1, they took out last month's champion, Makadkar. And they had to go 7 games against Makadkar. In fact, not only 7 games, but they had to win game 6 and game 7. Game 6 being the closest of the 2. So Makadkar almost didn't allow the Jokerfish to get there. Jimmy Cooney was the player of the round for the Jokerfish, and they move on to round 2. And in round 2, they're going to take on the Happy Cowboys. And they defeat them in 5 games with Rick Burleson. Look at how he's done. 4, 6, 10 hits in 5 games. Hitting 500 with 44 at-bats. 22 hits, 44 at-bats. Wow. Here's another guy I got to watch out for, Rick Burleson. So Rogers as a live pitcher and Burleson as a shortstop. MVP of 2 different rounds. Jokerfish will go on to round 3, and in round 3, they're going to take out those Latte Dark Matters. 5 games. Mr. Burrell, your player of the round. He is currently hitting .314, hitting a 1.5 WAR, 5 home runs, and 17 RBIs. A guy I usually pass on just because usually there's a lot of good first basemen that come up. But again, he's a guy that I didn't realize his ratings were as good as they show. That's pretty good. Strikeouts, yeah, he has, what's he got? 28 strikeouts. So if you draft this guy, you're going to get a lot of strikeouts. 28 of them in 102 plate appearances. So that's what, like a 25% strikeout rate. 1 in 4 times he's going to strike out. But hey, he served the Jokerfish well in round 3. In the quarterfinals, the Chicago Cubs TTC. I don't think that's a Cub fan Steve team. It's a different Chicago team. But the Jokerfish will win that in 5 games. Your player of the round is once again Pat Burrell. So that'll move the Jokerfish to the semifinals. In the semifinals, they will take on the Beaver Fall Bees, and it goes 7 games. Beaver Fall almost reverse swept. The Jokerfish will win games 1, 2, and 3. Beaver Falls comes back and wins 4, 5, and 6. And then in a very close 3-1 game, the Jokerfish will avoid the reverse sweep. Nothing better than avoiding a reverse sweep. Nathan Eovaldi goes 6-0. Another good bronze pitcher if you see him in this tournament. And by the way, this tournament will go on for another year and a half. OTP 25. It stays in the system until the game goes off the server. So if you still play OOTP 24, I'm still going to play it from time to time. I won't play it every day because I'll forget about it, but I'm still going to try and play it. It's going to be cut down to 32 teams because they always cut all the tournaments in half once the new game comes out. So yeah, hope to see you around once in a while. It's going to keep the same settings, 1985, rotating stadium, but it'll be there until the tournament disappears. So that is the path for the Gotham Jokerfish as Game 3 is in the books. Once we finish covering this, we will go and finish off lap versus chat. Again, no one, no showdown tonight, so we're not under a time constraint to raid into Dish. No more showdown until the new game comes out. Yeah, Reb Jr., what are you most excited about, Reb? For me, it's always perfect team, and it's always the first day release cards. Who is going to be in the first day release cards? Am I going to get my Dave Steeb? Is D-Block going to get one of his favorite Kansas City Royals? Are we going to see, a Babe Ruth come out of the gates? Curious, if you guys are in chat, what are you looking forward to the most? Because some of you might be base game players. So you're looking forward to the development lab. Cubs fan Steve is, just give me any Cubs. Ron Santo. I wonder, I think Cub fan Steve, wasn't Ron Santo a first day release in 23? Or was he a first day release in 24? I know one of those two versions, he came out right in the first set of cards. I think it was this year, wasn't it? Yeah, 24, yeah. Eric's looking forward for the base game development lab. Yeah. It was nice learning on Wednesday that when you develop your base game player and you get the 6 slots, you can send anyone from your organization from the pros down to rookie ball. And you got 6 slots available and you're going to get one of 4 outcomes. So it is a little risky because if you send a guy to develop his power, you could get the worst outcome, which is a tanking. He's a bust and he drops in his power and I rather than boosting. So you're most of the time you're going to get that nothing happens or a +5 in ratings, but you might get the extremes. Huge success and his ratings jump up quite a bit, or a big bust and they jump down. They did say that a lot of it depends on age of the player, on the coaches that you have. So you have to have good coaches and managers because the ability and the success of your coaches and managers plays a part in this development lab. And of course, the tournament sandbox. That's more curiosity, how that's going to work. The new drafts, the new perfect drafts, the new cards, trying to figure out the good cards from the bad cards. All that's fun. And like I said, D Block and I on Tuesday, we're going to reminisce about our favorite lower level cards. We're going to come up with our 26-man roster for iron and bronze, and we're going to have some laughs and tears about some of the favorite cards we used over the course of the cycle. Just for bronze and iron, because I think we know those ones the best, and we use them the most. You're excited to play, yeah, with the sandbox. I hope I really hope it's not super limited. I really hope it opens the like, I hope if you go to a pull down menu to set what your sandbox looks like, there's a lot of different choices, not like just only 8 teams with only these cards and only these modifiers. I really hope they give you a wide range of options. If that's the case, we're gonna have a lot of fun on streams. And the other thing too is I'm wondering if you have to own the cards in the sandbox. I'm thinking you probably have to own them, right? So if we have a sandbox of 8 teams in a certain type of tournament, I would think you have to own the cards. So you can't take a Babe Ruth meta card that you don't own and try them out. We'll see though. GT Sundown? Oh, help me out. Help me out because I always thought a sandbox was like an open universe. Like you play these video games where you can walk in any direction. What do you think they mean by a sandbox? A roster management tool to establish rosters for available tournament type. So do you mean, okay, I go to my roster page and then I plug in what modifiers are, and then they show me what cards will work the best? So I say I'm in a Babbitt Park with these left versus righties, Power Park with this left versus righties, or I'm in Extreme Hitter Park, Extreme Pitcher Park, and then they show me what cards perform, or do I have to plug in the cards and see how they'll perform? Oh, that's it? Just like setting up templates? I hope it's more than just setting up a template. I thought it was where you're going to be able to actually play each other, like in a little mini tournament. Yeah, a D block. I hope it is more than just a template for your tournaments because I want to test cards out against you guys. Even though there's no prizes, we can maybe have our own prizes. Maybe I can give out some packs for little tournaments that we set up. But yeah, I guess we'll find out on March the 11th or maybe sooner. I hope you're wrong too, Cub fan Steve. I really hope there's more of a immersive community kind of aspect to it. Okay, game 3 is in. Let's go check it out. Game 3 belongs to the Jokerfish, who come back with a 4-0 victory. 3 hits for the Scooties. So for the first time in a long time, the Scooties are tamed. Can you tame a Scootie? Slick Castleman picks up his first loss in the tournament. He is now 6-1 for Scotia, and Oral Hershiser, who was the guinea pig for Ezra in his win yesterday. This was Ezra's number 5 pitcher, and Ezra extended his pitch count, said take one for the team twice, which he did, which allowed him to rest his bullpen a bit. He took the win for Joker Fish to make it a 2-1 series. He was player of the game as well. 2 hits for Mr. Dick Williams. The only other hit for Scotia came off the bat of Kid Lowe. And for Gotham, 3 hits for Ivo Goodman. Yeah, I think both of you are right. Like a full sandbox would be probably way too much work for their small development team. So I kind of think what D Block is kind of going with, we're going to start with something pretty simple and maybe evolve, maybe not even evolve this year. It might be from year to year that the sandbox evolves. But that of everything coming out, that's the most curious component is what this sandbox is going to look like, because they haven't really talked about it. Marcus mentioned it, but he didn't want to go into further details, even though Dr. D tried to press him on some things. He's like, nope. Well, that'll come out later. I don't want to get into trouble. Yeah, I just hope it's something that is immersive, because if it's just a place to build rosters and save them without getting any kind of feedback on it, to me, that's not a big feature, because I can do that right now. I can go into a bronze quick. I can create a roster. I can save it, export it, and then I can leave and exit out of the tournament. I mean, this would make it easier to do, but to me, it's not a must-have if it's just that. Oh, I think the discussion though, GT, is great. Like I think it's fun to speculate. We're not saying it is this or it will have this, but this is one of the most fun components of the new game to speculate about. I mean, we're putting out our want list basically. This is what we want it to be. So either way, any new feature is a great feature. As long as it doesn't break other components of the game, it's a great feature. But it's always fun to speculate on what we think this sandbox will look like. Yeah, and I think when it comes down to a GT, you're exactly right with you have to join the tournament. Where is that? This one here. I think that comment is exactly what our expectation should be. And if it's anything more than this, then it exceeds expectations. But I think if it is exactly what you said in this comment here, then the community will be happy with it. That's the problem. I agree, and I'm part of that problem. When we hear something like a sandbox, we have loftier expectations. But I do agree that this is what the community wanted to help build their rosters, and if it's just that, then it's a win. And I would never, if it's only that and nothing more, I'd never, trash OOTP or the developers and say, "Oh, that sucks," because as you said, that's what the community wanted. OOTP didn't have to do anything like that. They could have said, "Hey, you already have a way to build rosters. Yeah, it's going to take a little more time. Yeah, you have to enter a tournament, but we don't have the time and resources to spend on that right now. We want to do these other things." And they said, no, community, you have spoken. So we're going to put time and resources to building it. All right, let's go check in on game 4. Yeah, I agree. Yeah. But that's with anything, GT. Anything that comes out, there's always going to be people that are negative. Always. You could give everyone on opening day, you could say, here's 20 free packs to get started. And there are going to be people that say, why don't you give us 30? What is it with just 20? 20 is nothing. Right? Like that's just human nature. There's always going to be people that look for the pessimistic side of things. And when this sandbox comes out, if it's just the tournament roster thing, I'll be kind of like, oh, it's too bad it wasn't a little bit more. But that'll be it. That'll be like, hey, okay, I'm going to use it now to build my rosters. But you're right. You're right. Other people have higher expectations. I did like what Marcus said in the interview, and even Matt Arnold, I think, touched on it and said, you know what? We're a small team. We've got one 3D animator. That's it. One guy that works on 3D animations. He said they're a team of under 10. And I don't know if that includes, Rich Grisham and Nicolino and Dishnet and Spore. Maybe it does. But if they're a team under 10, you've got Dish, Nicolino, Will Bear, Matt Arnold, Spore. There's half of your team right there. Sometimes sometimes the community forgets this is not EA Sports. If you look at quality versus team size, out of the park development blows away EA Sports. Just blows it away. EA Sports makes a lot of money because they have their hot programs, which every new version of the game, sorry, all that money you spent, gone because we got the new version. Please spend more. But based on a per employee for a game, OOTP, they're probably in the top 5% of all small game companies for what they can offer. Could it be better? Well, for sure. If they had double the team, it'd probably be twice as good. But again, I'm not complaining. I love this game. Is it smart to wait until the second week of PT before building a real squad? I remember hearing it's beneficial to not get promoted right away. It depends on what your ultimate goals are. I played it 2 different ways in the last 2 years. Let's take a look at I'm going to address that question. That's a good question. But let's take a look at game number 4 first of all. Game number 4, the Gotham Jokerfish have tied up the series at 2 apiece, winning 5-0. Eric King takes his first loss. He goes 3-1 for the Scooties. And Willie McGill, a guy that I forget who it is. I might even been D-Block. When he comes up against me in tournaments and he sees I'm starting Willie McGill, he kind of chuckles to himself. I don't know if it's him or someone else. But this Willie McGill is 5-1. I never draft him anymore because I hate low pitcher BABIP with low control. So the Scotia Scooties have hit a road bump. After winning the first 2 games in the final, they are now 2-2, going to the pivotal Game 5. And in Game 5, they're going to send out Armando Galarraga, who is 2-0 with a 1.52 ERA, and the Jokerfish looking for their 3rd win in a row, going with Nathan Eovaldi. 6-0, Nathan Eovaldi. Captain Kegleg, are you still in the house? Captain Kegleg, I just saw you spent some Hound Biscuits a little earlier. I'll refund those to you because I missed that one. I saw your community gift sub come in, but The other one you had done just before that, so I just missed it. Are you here, Captain Kegleg? Are you within listening distance? Oh man. Oh man. Is there a mod in the house? Is there a mod that can time out this guy, please? Like, give him a 5-minute timeout. It's on, D Block. OOTP 25. It's on. All right, back to the question by Dark Horse. You're free to play like many of us are. Let me give you 2 pieces of advice. And then D Block can chuckle. But D Block did not join at the beginning of last game. So D Block has not gone through a beginning cycle. He joined, I think, in late April or May. As we're waiting for game 5 to come in. As a free-to-play player, did you have PT Plus Dark Horse last year or this year? Because there is going to be no PT Plus. And you're just like me. That's the only thing I bought. I did not buy any perfect points all cycle. I bought the game and I bought PT Plus on both my licenses. Just because I wanted those extra tournament slots, extra login packs. If they offered it again, I wouldn't buy it for both licenses. I would probably buy it for one team and focus on that. So here's my 2 pieces of advice. Okay, you bought PT Plus for, let's say, $7 a month for 10 months. Let's say you spent $70 on PT Plus. If it's within your means, as a free-to-play, basically player, I would put $50 in at the very beginning, because usually they have perfect point sales for the first week. And I would buy as many perfect points as you can with the amount of money you're willing to spend. So that $70 you spent on Perfect Team Plus, spend it all at the very beginning. And with those perfect points, buy up a lot of packs. Whatever, regular pack, whatever packs they offer. Open up all those packs and all your duplicate live cards, historical cards, put them on the card shop that very first day. Because what you're going to do is you're going to make a heck of a ton of perfect points. Double, triple, quadruple, because that is of all 10 months of the game, that's the best time to make perfect points. And we're on a break, so I want to continue that on after a break. I gotta refill my coffee. We'll be back in 2 minutes, and I'll finish off that thought. Great question. All right, we're back here, and boy, just so much good conversation here. And in the background, yeah, we do have the 5L finals going on today. We have just finished off game number 5. Let's just take a very quick look at that game 5 before getting back to the conversation. The Scotia Scooties, after losing games 3 and 4, they come back with a 3-2 victory in game 5. Nathan Eovaldi takes his first loss of the tournament. He drops 6-1 for the Jokerfish. And Mr. Galarraga, bronze 47 card, takes the win with that 107 pitcher BABIP. Got an ERA of 171. Gives up a lot of home runs. He's given up 5 home runs in the last 2 games, but his hits are down like you would expect with a guy with low pitcher BABIP. So this is the statistical profile I would expect out of a card like this. A lot of home runs, not as many hits. So he takes the win. He goes 3-0. The Rogers card that I wrote down as a good bronze live card, he gets his 10th save of the tournament. I believe the record is 13, so he cannot tie the record, but he does have currently 10 saves. Home runs by Mr. King, that is Jim King. He would pick up a home run for the Jokerfish. And also Mr. Dietrich picks up a home run with that power, with that eye. Yeah, kind of makes sense. He's going to hit the odd home run. 44 iron card. So again, we're looking at the 5L tournament where you can only use bronze and iron cards. The final one for February we're playing out right now, and currently a 3-2 lead for the Scotia Scooties. Will they win in 6, or will we be going to a game 7? We'll find out in about 5 minutes' time. Also, if you missed it earlier, we are continuing the giveaways for the 5L up until March the 14th. So we're going to start a new cycle starting tomorrow. Everyone starts at 0, and we're going to play up to and including the March 14th daily. And as always, the top point getter is going to get some packs. This time it'll be 15 packs for whoever has the highest overall score, and 5 random packs for someone as well if you place in the top 4. Today, the random winner went to Wisconsin Winter, and the 20-pack total winner for February went to our good friend Wolfman56, who runs the Michigan Wolves. Once again, congratulations to those two. All right, let's get back to our discussion. Dark Horse asked, suggestions about should you put a lot of effort into your team in the first week, and as a free-to-play player, what are some things you can do right out of the gate? As I said, if you have a little bit of disposable income, spend it at the beginning. That's what I'm going to do. I put about $70 into each PT Plus. I had it running on 2 or 3 teams, so I spent probably close to $250 just on my PT Plus. So I am probably going to choose one team and put in up to 100. I doubt I'll put $100 in Canadian, which is like 70 American. I might put in $50 Canadian and buy the best perfect points special that's going on. Soon as the game releases, buy as many packs as you can with that money that you spent. Sell all your duplicate lives and historicals, because what you can do then is build up your little bank account of perfect points. Sometimes you'll see teams with 1 million perfect points, 1.5 million, 3 million. I've seen teams with 4 million perfect points just sitting there. And there's many ways you can build up your stash, but one of the best ways early is to sell your duplicates right out of the gate. And why? Well, that's because when you go to your missions, just exit this for a second here. And those of you that have never played from the very beginning may not realize this. Or maybe you realized it, 3 months into the cycle. But when you go to your league team and you go to missions, I'm going to sort by earliest date added. This one? No, the other one. It's difficulty. Date added. Is that right? Date added. And I want all missions. There we go. So right out of the gate on day one, OOTP, at least they have in the past. If they change things, well, then I'll be wrong. But right out of the gate, look at all these live missions. And I'm still scrolling. So when the game came out 343 days ago, there were probably close to, I don't know, 50, 60 missions that came out. And they involve all these live cards. There are people out there that play the game that want to finish the missions as soon as possible. You're talking hundreds and hundreds of cards people are looking for to buy on the card shop. So if you've purchased 100 packs, 200 packs, 300 packs, you've got a lot of these live duplicates, which now sell for, 10 perfect points. You can sell these for 500, 600, 800, 1,000, 2,000 perfect points right on day one. And there will be people out there buying them because they want to finish the missions so that they can get the rewards that go with it. This JD Drew that, now is worth quick sell, you could probably sell them for 50,000 points. Or use him in your lineup because he's kind of probably partially meta when they come out. I mean, the Toronto Blue Jays, their mission card that came out was Dave Stieb. And this Dave Stieb card was meta for the first few weeks of the game. He lasted in the pitching lineup probably for the first 3 to 4 weeks. So there are managers that are competitive. They want to win their leagues. Even though there's no perfect league yet, that takes a month. There is no perfect league. When you open up your game, you're going to see rookie, and that's it for the first week. And then you're going to see them add stone, iron, bronze, and silver. And the best teams in the entry pool move right up to silver. The worst teams in entry pool go down to rookie. And then a week after that, they add the gold levels. A week after that, they add the diamond levels. And then within a few weeks, they add the perfect level. So this structure that you see here, if they use the same structure, and they may not, they may change this around. But if they do, we don't see perfect league until sometime in late April, mid-May. Oh, come on, Hero Driver. Everyone likes Dave Stieb. Early in the game, he was lights out. The bronze one was the lights were half on for a little bit of time. But that's what I mean about if you're willing to put a little bit of money in the game, do it at the beginning. Because you can build up enough perfect points to last you for a long, long time. And then when it comes like, May 15th and a new set comes out, new cards come out, and you go, oh, I really want that Hank Aaron that came out in mid-May, but he's going for 150,000 perfect points. Well, by that time, you might have 1 million perfect points, and dropping 150,000 is nothing. The best players of the game, they build up their perfect team early. If they don't buy it, if they're not whales and buy millions of perfect points, if they do it as kind of like a free-to-play player, they build it up early. And then by doing speculation and doing PT Live, lots of ways you can build up your points. You never have to worry about perfect points and buying cards you want because you always have a good stash if you start out early. It's like if you're 18 years old and you put $1,000 you're 18 years old and you put $100 into whatever, an RSP, retirement savings plan. $100 a month when you're 18. By the time you're like 65, you're a multimillionaire. Same thing with this. If you invest a lot early, it almost like compound interest is going to keep going up if you keep doing the right things. So that's what I'm going to do. I've never done that before. I'm going to try it. I'm going to put in 50, 60 bucks at the beginning, buy a lot of packs, and sell off all my duplicate live cards. And what some people even do is they'll sell off their rewards too, because they know that in a month's time, this card is not playable. So they'll sell them for the highest price now to people that do want to play them. Because think about it. This Amos Otis card, why do I want a meta Amos Otis when gold, diamond, and perfect levels are not even there yet? Why do I want them? I want a card that when they add these other levels, I have cards that can compete at these higher levels. By then, Amos Otis might not be good enough. I don't know. I'm going off on a tangent. It's hard to catch up a month or two in the game. I mean, D Block, man, he's a great manager. He did his best, and he made diamond quite a bit, and he was successful in tournaments. But the fact that D Block missed a month, 2 months of the game did kind of hurt his chances to get the perfect as a basically free to play player. Whereas coming out of the gate, investing early, I can see D Block in perfect for sure this year, or any manager that kind of plans out a little bit. Like I said, that's my advice for putting a little bit of money into the game. Those that have a lot of money will always do well because they can always buy the cards they need whenever they want. But for us that are mainly free to play, we've got to work the system a little bit. The other thing you want to do is keep at least one of every card. Don't sell off every card. Keep at least one. And keep it for the entire cycle. Because as we saw with the PT Elite missions, eventually those live cards were added to missions again, and they became very expensive. We saw the live perfect Freddie Freeman going for over 100,000 perfect points. Always keep at least one. I mean, if you want to sell them all on day one, that's probably a wise move. I'm probably going to sell every single live card I pull, every single one, because that's when the price is the highest. And in 3 weeks, a card I sold for 1,000, I'll probably be able to get for 50. So yeah, I'm going to sell off every single live card I get. I'll keep a few historicals just to keep a team running, but that's my advice for new players. And the other thing you mentioned, Dark Horse, sorry, I didn't even get to your actual question. You asked, well, in my first week when I'm in the entry pool, because when you start the game, for those of you that are new, when you start, you get starter packs. You'll get enough packs to get enough players to have a 26-man roster. If you pre-order, you get a free gold pack, a free diamond pack, and a free 25th anniversary pack. If you have bought this game in the past, you get some extra loyalty packs. What you do is you open them all up, you create a roster, and you're put into an entry pool. Every single team is in these entry pools. It runs from Monday to Sunday. On Monday morning of the following week, they promote teams to certain levels. The way they've done it in the past is what I said before. The best teams in the entry pool go right up to silver. Here's where your question comes in, Dark Horse. Should you be trying your best in the entry pool? It's a double-edged sword. Because when you're in the entry pool, every achievement you get, your first home run, your first stolen base, your first victory, your first no-hitter if you get one, you get perfect points. So you want to do well because you get more achievement points. But on the other hand, if you do really well, you jump up to silver in that next week and you get crushed by all the whales and all the meta teams that have all the newest mission cards. And you don't get a lot of perfect points because you're getting crushed. So I would recommend try to find a happy balance. I don't like being promoted to silver because I don't get a chance to get those perfect points at rookie, stone, and iron. That's what I did this year. Look at my roster this year. I started in the entry pool. I went to rookie. I went to stone. I went to iron. I went to bronze. I worked up one by one. I didn't want to do extremely well in the entry pool. I didn't throw games. That's illegal. That goes against terms of service. But I didn't necessarily want to do the best I could because look at my record. I made the playoff. I won rookie league and then I made the playoffs for the 4 next years. And look at all my wins. I got a lot of perfect points because of all the achievements with all these wins. So I preferred the slower progression rather than kill it in entry pool and then go right to silver. Because that didn't work out for me too well in OOTP 23. I went from entry pool to silver. And then it took me about 4 weeks of not getting a lot of perfect points because I was getting crushed and getting demoted. And I just preferred to do it this way. Yeah, tactile, no more perfect team plus. They're not going to offer that next year. They said this was kind of a test thing and they're just not offering it. So as I was saying, if you can put some money into the game, but you want to be mainly a free-to-play player, do it early, buy a lot of packs, buy the sales on perfect points, and open those packs, sell every single card or most of the cards, especially your duplicates, because people pay the most in the opening day. That's why after every new card release, people buy all these spotlight packs. They open up like as many as they can so they can sell off their duplicates to regenerate their perfect points. The other thing you want to do is with the live cards, once a month, the live card rating changes. I don't know if you new players are aware of that. Let's see if I can find a live card here. Who's a live card? Who's live? Do I even own any live cards? Let's go to the card shop. So tactile, yeah, you might not even be aware of this, but if we look at a live card like Corbin Burns, here he's rated 89. The live card ratings fluctuate based on the performance of the real player. So when these cards come out in March 15th, at the beginning, this year it was the first Monday of every month, all the live cards underwent a rating adjustment based on how they did in real life. So if Corbin Burns pitched lights out in April and went like 4-0 in April with under 1 ERA, his rating would go from an 89 probably up to like a 94 or 95. And the importance of that is this card that is worth 1,000 now, if you quick sell it, is now worth 4,000 the next month. So what a lot of players will do is towards the end of a month, they'll kind of look at real life baseball, who's doing well in the month, who's having a good month. They'll go on to OOTP and they'll try and buy up as many of those cards that the game allows them to, because you're only allowed 10 of them unless you open more in packs. And then when he goes up to a 94, you've just quadrupled your earnings, right? Let's say you had 10 Corbin Burns in May As a gold, that's 10,000 perfect points quick sell. In June, he goes up to a 94. Now that's 40,000 perfect points as a quick sell. So you can speculate. And, the same with the bronze cards. If I have these are the ones that you make them a lot of perfect points on. Shane Baz may be a bad example. But let's say Shane Baz in 1 month goes from a 67 based on his real life performance. He goes up to let's say an 85. And it's happened. We've had players jump 2 levels before. So this card that's worth 25 right now, 25 perfect points, if he goes to a gold, he's worth 1,000 perfect points. Could you imagine if you had 50 Shane Bazes and now he's worth 1,000 each? That's 50,000 perfect points. So that's another way that a lot of players will try to improve their perfect point accounts by speculating on the live cards. Now, the opposite thing happens as well. Let's say you're looking at a card like, I don't know, this card here. He's 69. Let's say he has a horrible month. Well, he's going to drop. He might drop from a 69 to a 51. So you want to get rid of all your worst performing live cards before the ratings are adjusted. I always look at my lowest bronze, my 60s, my 61s, my 62s, and the guys that aren't doing really well in real life, I sell them off. Give me my 25 perfect points now, because next month they'll be worth 5 perfect points if they drop to an iron. And you'll hear a lot of streamers talk about this over the next few months. So just kind of an intro for you. Build up your perfect team accounts. And the best way to do that without buying it early is spend your money early. I just contradicted myself, without buying it, but without buying it long term every month. Buy a lot early, as much as you can afford. Sell your duplicates, sell some of your singles, and you'll be set for a long time. All right, let's go check back in on the 5L. Hope that made sense. I know, as a teacher, sometimes I talk way more than I should. Just ignore that. All right, it looks like the 5L is done. Question is, who won? All right, we're on a break here. We'll be back in 1 minute's time. All right, we're back here. Again, we'll finish off the 5L, look at the final results. The tournament is over for today. And again, we start fresh with a clean slate tomorrow. So enter the 5L and get your 4 points for winning the tournament tomorrow. Also, don't forget, D Block, who's in the chat here, is streaming 8:30 a.m. Eastern. Follow D Block. Go to Twitch TV/ don't drop the D Block Dragon. Don't cut the D Block Dragon. Please shorten your name for OOTP 23 or 25. And then, of course, Cavacom streaming after that on Sunday. Two great streamers that are fun to watch. And Ezra on 5 nights a week. Ezra will be back on tonight at 11:30 Eastern time. Watch Ezra and his 19 Giants continue on their base gameplay. Also, Ezra drafts his 5L and has some good discussions about life and retro TV. Shows off his cat once in a while. So yeah, good viewing watching Ezra. 11:30 Eastern Standard Time, 5 nights a week. Okay, let's go check out who won this. And Dark Horse, yeah, you had a lot of success. You made silver out of the gate, won gold in 2027. And you sold all your dupes with a mission associated with it. Yeah. I think ultimately, because Ezra even said, well, my time is more valuable in that. Ultimately, however you play this game, what are your goals? Is it to play for free, for fun? Just do that. Don't get stressed out about promotion and relegation. Enjoy the cards, enjoy the competition, play the tournaments. I've had more fun with the 5L than anything I've done in league play. I don't care about league play. Would I like to make perfect? Yeah, but you know what? I'm going to have fun with the league play or with the tournament play. But if you want to win one of those physical trophies and make perfect league, and you're mainly a free-to-play player, you got to work your butt off. A certain amount of luck comes with it, but a lot of being at the right place at the right time, selling cards when they need to be sold, buying cards when they need to be bought, speculating on live cards, looking at spreadsheets, looking at models, listening to different streamers for advice. If you want to win Perfect League, it's not easy. It is not easy as a free-to-play player. Can it be done? Yes, but you got a lot of things working against you. So it all depends what your ultimate goals are. If you do want to play Perfect League, my strategy of spending a little bit early is one of the best ways to get out of the gate. But again, the game could change completely. Who knows? Maybe in OOTP 25, we don't see the same kind of setup in the universe. Maybe we don't see that higher. I don't know. As an affiliate, trust me, I don't know before you guys know. I know I watch the road to release videos. The only thing that I know a little bit about is the 5L because I'm giving advice on what I'd like to see in the 5L for next version. But in terms of what perfect team is going to look like, I have no clue. I don't know. I know there's a sandbox coming. I know that Spore is going to give the release stuff on March the 11th. If they tell me more and allow me to release it, I will absolutely tell you guys what's going on. But yeah, no clue. And part of that's the fun part of it is not knowing, speculating. All right, here we go in the 5L. Final game is in between the Jokerfish and Scooties. And it is the Scooties that win game 6, 5-0. Just crush them. 5-0. Only 4 hits for Gotham. It will be Jimmy Key picking up his 6th win of the tournament. Losing will be Mr. Suppan. He goes 3-3. Home run for Fred Lynn, his 6th of the tournament, getting a home run in the 8th inning. Wasn't really needed, though, because they already had 4 runs before that. So congratulations go out. Second time that Scotia has won this tournament. Unfortunately, we'll not get them the points to get them the free 20 packs. But Scotia Scooties over the Jokerfish, 4-2. All right. If you have any more questions, let us know. Yeah, Sean, and I'm so thankful for community members like yourself that support me not only in subscriptions but viewing and participating, because I could have a tournament named after me and no one enters. Like it never gets filled. And I've been so fortunate that a lot of the viewers here that have watched me over the year have said, you know what, I want to be part of that. I want to support Lap. I want to the competition. I want to beat Lap, which is pretty easy to do. I want to beat D Block. I want to beat Warbot. You know, Sean, guys like you and others. I'm so thankful that I puts a smile on my face every day I go in and look at the tournament tree and see those logos and participating in the bounties. And yeah, just so thankful. So thank you, Sean, and all of you that participate in this tournament. I don't know what tournament slots will look like next year. I don't know if we'll have 3-2 or 4-3 or 1-2 or 2-1 or 2-2. No clue. Who knows? Maybe tournaments won't even look the same. Maybe they'll be completely different. We know there will be tournaments. There will be tournaments. That for sure is going to happen. We just don't know in terms of how many you're going to be able to enter at once. Yeah, and I would recommend Dark Horse. Don't try to do too much with tournaments. Don't try to uh, be good at too many formats at once. Pick one or two and really enjoy them and try to be really good at them. For me, because you're allowed 3 accounts for 1 license, I do bronze on one of them. I do gold on one of them. I do iron on one of them. So I like the bronze, iron, and gold. Next year, I think I'll probably go bronze, iron, and silver, just because it's usually the cards are the cheapest, and I've had a lot of fun in those. And then other than that, it's perfect drafts because they're free and because I don't need to own the cards. So I have not got into the opens or the caps or anything like that. I mean, when you look at the tournaments, there's so many options here. So I would suggest pick 2 or 3, and just over time, ask streamers, watch streamers, test them out yourself, and you'll get good. You'll get really good, and you'll consistently find yourself getting packs. I don't know if I've got it turned on or off on this one. My tournaments. Yeah, I think I've got it turned off. But if you try to be good at everything, you'll probably be good at nothing. And you'll get stressed out. So pick a couple perfect drafts to kind of try and get in every day. Pick a couple uh, traditional tournaments. And if you try one for a week and you say, I really don't like this one, then try something else. But D Block and I plan on continuing talking about iron and bronze cards. So if you want advice, because let's face it, there's not a lot of streamers out there that go through a lot of these tournaments. Like there's just not like the Spores Tuesday Sandlot. Like I know nothing about it. I don't see it on streams, but by watching D Block and myself, you're going to learn a lot about iron and bronze and get some tips on those. Dr. Dynastic this year went through silver and the Rebirth Dead Ball Gold one quite a bit. So, but whatever you enjoy, whatever you have fun with, eventually, again, you will get better at them. In second place, third, fourth, winner. You just got to keep up with the new cards, because when new cards come out, generally there's 1 or 2 lineup changes you're going to want to make. And if you play the live tournaments, that's the one I'm going to try this year. Under tournaments, where is it? Under types? No. Where is it? Where can you pick live? Salary cap, status. Only live cards. Okay. So I'm going to try these ones out. And these ones, you don't have to worry about when new cards come out. All you got to worry about is at the end of the month, making sure that the cards you use are still eligible. Because if you're playing live bronze, like D Block mentioned, you might have a pitcher that is 69 and he gets moved up to silver because of his real life performance. So he's going to be automatically taken off your roster. And if you don't watch for that, you're one man short or two men short or three men short. So that's the only thing about playing the live tournaments. The good news is the new content that comes out on Twipped every Thursday, you don't have to worry about it because they don't release live cards usually on Twipped. They do usually release new batches every month. So once a month, you have to kind of maintain it. But otherwise, you just keep spamming the tournaments because the live cards stay the same for most of the month. The daily live dinner plans, daily live, is that a perfect draft? Daily? Yeah, this one right here. So yeah, perfect drafts. I play this one. I've played this one quite a bit too. Of all the live tournaments, this is the one I probably played the most. Because again, you don't need to own the cards. It's a perfect draft. And there's the Washington Park Rangers part of it. So yeah, I have played that one. D Block and Minerva in the first round of late silver. I know Minerva. See, Minerva's found his kind of jam too. Minerva really likes the silver tournaments. I think, correct me if I'm wrong, Minerva, but that's your favorite set of tournaments is silver? Tactile, you won the daily high heat. And that's why I like the perfect drafts, is because you get lucky once in a while. You get a good pool of cards and you get to use these high level cards, perfect cards, without having to own them. All right, we're going to draft my 5L team. But before we do that, we need to go see who won our contest today. Let's go back here. And again, didn't have a lot of viewers. Usually not a lot of viewers on Friday at this time, especially people just looking for drops. Streaming a little bit late, but that's cool. Bigger chance for you guys to win. Who will win today's final? It was the Scooties. So 4 people got that one. Today, clear. Oops, the Scooties. Dono, Dapper Dragon, Dark Horse, and Berry Basher. Next question. How many games will it take? It went 6. That leaves 3 people. What will be the total? Gotta look back at the question. I think total runs in the final game. Total runs in the final game. I've already forgotten. What was it, gang? Was it 5-0 or 4-0? It was. It was 5-0. Okay. So total runs in the final game is 5-0. Only one person said 5 to 8 runs. That is Dark Horse 414. Dark Horse is our winner of the 5 packs. Your Twitch name, okay, so Angela Glorioso. Angelo Glorioso. All right. Congrats. Easy when there's only 7 people, 1 in 7 chance. And you were the only one that predicted the winner, the right amount of games, and the right total score. Okay. All right, I'm going to do my draft for tomorrow's 5L, and then I'm going to finish off the lap versus chat, play out the regular season, and then I'm out of here for the day. Spores, yeah, thank you, Spore, for posting that in the chat. If you haven't filled out Warbot's finals for his All-Stars, all different positions. They're going to present what you guys have chosen for your favorite cards for all the different positions. Fill that out. It's closing off in 5 minutes. And in fact, we're going to get you over there at the bottom of the hour because you guys should watch that. But first, we got to finish off the lap versus chat because it's been sitting there for 2 days and some people entered a contest. We got to finish it off. So let's go and play till the All-Star game. Geobaldi, thank you for the follow. Welcome to the Dog Pound. Good to have you here. This one's for you, Geo.
Crying all the time. You ain't nothing but a hound dog. Crying all the time. No, you ain't ever caught a rabbit, and you ain't no friend of mine.
All right. Geobaldi in the house. All right, we're going to sim up to the All-Star game. We'll take a look. I was projected to win the AL. That doesn't look like it's happening. What the heck's happening? At the beginning of June, we've got Laptop Hound Oilers in second last place, and we got Twitch Chat in third last place in their conference. The preseason predictions had me in first with 94 wins, and it had you guys tied for first. OOTP, come on. Fix your predictions. What's going on? What's next? The Giants are in first? Oh, boy. Oh. Things are really messed up with this sim. All right, let's go sim to the All-Star game. Because one of the questions on the forum was how many of your players will make the All-Star game? I have not made much progress. Still under 500. I have a player in the top 10 now for prospects. Xander Bogaerts, 20-year-old Xander Bogaerts is the number 9 prospect in all of baseball. Way to go, Xander. I think I chose you in the second round, didn't I? Yes. Second round pick. Xander Bogaerts. Be on the team soon. All-Star game. Let's check it out. All-Star game. Okay, let's check our mail. All-Star selections. Let's start with the AL. Final results. Jim P. is the starting catcher in the All-Star game for the Minnesota Twins. Norm Cash will be your starting first baseman from the Boston Red Sox. Cesar Izturis, starting second baseman for the Boston Red Sox. Tommy Davis starts at third for Cleveland. Shortstop will be Dave Concepcion from Boston. Left fielder Orlando Cepeda. Center fielder Willie Davis from the Kansas City Athletics. Right fielder Roberto Clemente. And starting pitcher Harry Howell. All right, let's see for the NL. Do you guys get any starters? Joe Torre, Ron Santo is the starting first baseman for your NL All-Stars playing with the St. Louis Cardinals. Hanley Ramirez from Twitch chat is your starting second baseman. Ed Charles from the Giants is third. Shortstop from Twitch chat, Huey Jennings. Tip O'Neill starts for Twitch chat. You guys have 3 starters in the All-Star game. John O'Rourke from the Phillies in center field, Mickey Mantle from the Mets in right field, Bert Blyleven, your starting pitcher, and Jim St. Vrain, highest vote getter for relievers. So Twitch chat, here is your starters. Let's count them up. That's my team. I've got Mike Boddicker, Joe DiMaggio. That's it. You guys have Novoa, Russell Martin, Hanley Ramirez, Huey Jennings, Tip O'Neill. 5 All-Stars make it for Twitch chat. 5 All-Stars. Quick look at your pitching staff. Al White is 11-8. Sandy Koufax 6-12. 4-4 for Ali Reynolds. 10-7 for Amos Russi. And in your development, Ellen Foster. All right, chat. I don't know who's still around here. I hope someone is here to make a decision because I don't think Caged Wisdom is around. But this is the point where you can move someone up or down. Do you want to move Alan Foster, 19-year-old Alan Foster, up to the majors? Yes or no? Alan Foster, does he go up to the majors? Sean says no. And the other one is Candy Cummings, 22-year-old Candy Cummings. Does he go up to the majors? Yes or no? Ezra says, let them develop. We got 2 yeses for Cummings. Okay. Okay, so it's unanimous for Cummings. Now we got to decide who gets demoted for pitchers. Olivares is probably your worst pitcher for ratings, but one of your better pitchers for stats. Place your vote. Who gets booted for Candy Cummings? It is a tough call. Show you all the ratings quickly. Sandy Koufax, Novoa, who's an all-star, Al White, John Clarkson, Harry Hoke, Dick Lines, Pedro, Ali Reynolds, Amos Russi, and Olivares. who is 6-1 with a 1.44 ERA. Lines is a 4.66 ERA, 1.55 WHIP, 20 strikeouts, 18 walks. Do we have a seconder for Lines? Okay, Lines it is. Lines is going down. Yeah, he is trending downward. Lines is out, and in is Candy Cummings. Of course, we got to retire a guy. Oops, forgot to send a couple of my pictures there. Twitch chat. All right, where do you want Candy Cummings pitching? Do you want him in the starting lineup? Do you want him in the bullpen to finish off the year? He played in the bullpen as a in the minor leagues. Yeah, you've got no lefties in the bullpen now. All righties. You're only the only guy for the bullpen though is Sandy Koufax. I don't know if you want to move him out of your starting pitchers. Mind you, he is 6-12, but he's got a 2.80 ERA, which isn't bad. While you're thinking of that, let me just go auto your minor leagues now that we've made a few changes. All right, seeing nothing else, I guess we'll go with what Sean said, long relief. We'll go long relief, middle relief, secondary. All right, good. We're ready to play until this regular season ends. So 5 all-stars you guys got. Wow. Well, I am slowly moving up the standings. Look at that. Look at the Oilers start to skyrocket in 4th now, up to 2nd. Woo! We're 1 game back, chat. Winning streak of 17. Chat. Cheers. 17 game winning streak. Joe DiMaggio with a 7-game extra base hit streak. Joe DiMaggio with a 7-game RBI streak. Don't look now, but the Laptop Pound Oilers are 1 game out of first place. You guys are 5 games out. Ooh, didn't see that one coming. Games end on the 25th. That is amazing. Look at all that green from August the 3rd all the way up to the 22nd. Well. We've got a season going on here. All right. Well, now we're going week by week. Next week. Oh, we were in first for a brief moment, and now we're down 2 games out. You guys are 3 games out. Go till the 25th. That's when the regular season ends. We're on the 9th. Come on. Oh, big losing streak there. 3-7 in the last 10 games. You guys have stayed at 3 games out. I am 4 games out. What do we got for our schedule here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 games to go. Against the Angels. We win. We're now 3 games out. You guys are 2 games out. Second game against the Angels. We lose. Finishing up against the Angels. Another loss, 4-3. We are now 5 games out. You guys are 3 games out. And we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, we need to win out and get a lot of help. One more loss and we're eliminated. We win. Still 5 games out. I think that's it. We don't have the official elimination symbol yet, but it might come here. Against Cleveland, we win 3-0. Is it enough? It's enough to stay alive, chat. 4 games back with 4 to play. You guys have not been eliminated. You're 3 games out. I have the better regular season record by 2. So I beat you in the exhibition game. You guys might not achieve any goals this week. Next, against the Yankees. The Yankees are currently, where are the Yankees? They're tied with us. So 1 team will be eliminated after this game. Please, we need this one. Come on, we need it. Last game against the Cleveland Guardians is loss, and that will do it. We are eliminated. You guys have been eliminated as well. Neither of us will make the playoff. Now it's a matter of who has the best regular season. You guys win in case of a tie. You're 2 games back with 3 to play. Next game. We win, you lose. That will be it. You can no longer win the regular season. Let's finish it off. And that should be it. As the Minnesota Twins will take on the Philadelphia Phillies in the World Series, I finish with a record of 86-76. You guys finish at 83-73. That is 2 tasks not complete, 3 tasks not complete because you didn't make the World Series. Your only chance at getting some packs today is if you win the NL MVP or the NL Cy Young Award. Take a look if you have any options here. Hal White went 21-12 for you. Hitting wise, your best chance is Tip O'Neill. So can Hal White or Tip O'Neill win you guys a major award? Let's sim ahead to the end of the playoffs. And the 1968 World Series belongs to still not done. The Minnesota Twins are your World Series champions. And the MVP of the World Series goes to Willie Sudoff. Willie Sudoff, who was drafted in round 1, pick number 10 overall by Minnesota back in the 1965 draft. So he was a first-round pick that paid off. Willie is your MVP, a champion, and an all-star, all in 1968. Well, last chance here. You got to win an award. Otherwise, we don't award any packs for Lap versus Chat. Joe DiMaggio is your AL MVP. So I picked up an MVP award. The question is, did you guys? Minnesota, your champions. In the AL, it's Joe DiMaggio for my team. Willie Sudoff, who was the World Series MVP, also picks up the Cy Young. Bill Selkeld is the Rookie of the Year from my team. So 2 award winners for the Hound. And Vern Olson is your Reliever of the Year. See if I picked up any bunk awards. Ozzie Guillen, his 5th EBC bunk award for his glove at shortstop. All right. Did I pick any Chess Safari hitting awards? Catcher, Bill Selkeld, rookie. He picks one up. And Joe DiMaggio. So I got 2 bunk awards and 2 hitting awards, plus the MVP. I raked this season, guys. How about you guys? Let's start with the bunk awards. Koufax wins his 3rd bunk award. Your catcher is the bunk winner. And that's it. So you have 2 bunk award winners. Your hitting awards go to Hanley Ramirez, his 2nd, and Tip O'Neill, his 2nd. So you tied me, bunk awards and hitting awards. The moment of truth. Does anyone get packs this week from Lat versus Chat? Tip O'Neill is your MVP for 1968. Jimenez is the Cy Young winner from Philadelphia. Orlando Hudson is your Rookie of the Year. And you also got the Reliever of the Year. It's paying off to put Pedro in the minors for a couple seasons because he finished the year with 24 saves and is the Reliever of the Year. The Wildcat Bandit, Reliever of the Year. So you did pick up one of the 4 tasks. All right. So final thing before I send you over to Warbot is let's go check out who our winner is. This was the form that was filled out yesterday. So again, I apologize if you did not enter this because you were not watching yesterday. We didn't quite get done. How many tasks will be complete? No one got that right, so they all move on. Which is the gimme major award? That's the only one. Won a major award. Down to 3 people. Blue Tester, Johnny P, and KK Fitz. How many team members will make the All-Star game? It was 5. No one guessed that one right. Total runs scored in the exhibition game. The exhibition game was 5-3 for Lap. So that means 8. That means all of these 3 people qualify. And tiebreaker, how many wins for Sandy Koufax? Let's go back to the game. How many wins for Sandy Koufax? 12. 12 for Sandy. But I believe it had to be without going over. Yes, without going over. So no one is a winner yet. So we go to tiebreaker number 2. How many home runs for Billy Williams? Comes down to the very last question. Home runs, Billy Williams. Billy Williams finished the year with 8 8 home runs. Everyone was over on that one. So we have to have a wheel spin between Johnny P7 and Blue Tester to decide it. Johnny P and Blue Tester. Oops. Blue Tester. All right. I hate just seeing 2 names on there, so let's copy that and paste them a few more times. Paste. Paste. First time we've had to go to a wheel spin. They both predicted the exact same number of wins for Koufax and same number of home runs for Williams. One more. All right. Our winner is Johnny P7. Johnny P7 is the winner. And again, yeah, we're going to head over to Warbot very, very shortly here. But I want to just finish off this lap versus chat. Save it. And go up to. I always like to go up to November 1st, so I know where I left off. We'll take a quick look at the draft pool. Both of us are going to have late first round draft picks because we were good, but not good enough to make the World Series. So we'll finish off with this. In the draft pool, your top 10 projected players are Gary Sheffield, 17 years old, Denny Lyons, Cy Blanton, Hack Miller, Terry Larkin, Matt Holliday, Bobby Wallace, Wally Joyner, Travis Hafner, and Vic Willis. That's who we'll see in the draft pool. Again, if you ever play a base game franchise, make sure you go in once in a while. Go to backups at the top. Go backup current game. Start backup. You do not want to lose it because of a bug. If you get a corrupt file, your game is gone for good. So every once in a while, do a backup. And that way you just get reverted back to your latest backup file. All right, guys, I am going to send you over to Warbot. I'm going to stick around, though, and do my 5L on stream here. But let's send a little bit of love to Warbot. Thank you, guys. Back on Monday. We're here for a good time, not a long time. So have a good time. The sun can't shine every day. Huge thanks to Dr. Dynastic for the raid earlier. Thank you to Captain Kegleg for the community gift sub. And Gio Baldy, thank you for the follow on this Friday. Laptop Pound signing out. We'll see you next episode.
very good friend of mine told me something the other day. I'd like to pass it on to you. I believe what he said to be true. He said we're here for a good time, not a long time. So have a good time. The sun can't shine every day, and the sun is shining in this rainy city, and the sun is shining. Oh, well, isn't it a pity? And every year has its share of tears, but every now and then it's gotta rain. We're here for a good time, not a long time. So have a good time. The sun can't shine every day.
All right, let's go do this draft here. The 5L with the two of us, just the two of us. 5L for tomorrow to start off a new cycle. 13 days of a tournament to win 15 packs. Who are we going to take? Who are the best cards? Where is my Ozzie Smith and my third baseman limited edition guy that I already forget? Okay, let's go very quickly. Messerschmitt, and what park are we playing in? We are playing in Fenway. Favors the BABIP guys, so I don't care about you home run guys. Home run guys, kick rocks. Don't need you. Don't need the home run guys. Let's go, BABIP. BABIP. Eddie McFarland. Yes. Next up. Lopez and Brocious. Oh, no. Almost a big mistake lap. First tournament of a new cycle. This is one you want to win. We want Mr. Bartolo and Scott Brocious. Great round there. I like this Khalil card, but it's not the right park for him. This is a home run suppressed park, so why would I take him? Let's see, BABIP. You look like you have some BABIP. Oh, you got BABIP, baby. Barney got BABIP. Barney, and do I just take my second catcher now? Reggie Sanders. Who is that guy I wrote down? Rogers. Live Rogers. Do we have a live Rogers? No, but we got Hershiser, so let's go Hershiser. Here we go. This guy has impressed me recently. Bob Trowbridge. I don't know why. I'm not going to take him. BABIP. Donald Reeves. Don't want home run guys. How are you for BABIP? No. Get out of here. Do I have who is that guy again? Tyler Rogers. Okay, lap. Look for Tyler Rogers. How about Jay Jackson? Yeah, not bad. Not bad, Jay. Let's go with a little bit of Jay love there. JJJ. Check again. Fenway. BABIP's good. Home runs not so good. BABIP, speed, gap power. BABIP, good. BABIP, speed, gap power. McCarthy. Jimmy Slagle for sure. BABIP. Speed a little bit. BABIP. Nope. No speed, no gap power. Let's just take a good shortstop. Taylor Rogers, where are you, buddy? Come on. Jim Vax. Yes. BABIP. Gap power. In Fenway. Oh, Daddy Wags. There you go. My first 5L Daddy Wags. And at the beginning of a new cycle. Ooh. Dancing with myself. Dancing with myself. As Billy Idol said. And I'm dancing with myself. Dancing with myself. I got a Leon Daddy Wags. Oh, yeah. I'm milking it. Sorry for the 5 of you here if I made you need to go get a glass of water with my dancing and singing. Daddy Wags, first time. Is there at least one person here in chat that can celebrate me getting Daddy Wags? Please, just someone give me an emote. Just so I know I'm not talking just to bots. Is there one person, one individual in this world that can witness I got a Daddy Wags in the 5L? All right. I like that round. Although I got 3 left fielders, that's not pretty. That is not pretty. Are you here, Taylor Rogers? You are not. So my best BABIP pitcher. Albert. Oscar. Tim Beckham, and how about a little bit of Billy Ripken. 6 pitchers. Foytak and Gardner. Ooh, this is my last round of catchers. Almost missed that. So who do I want to not take? I like them both though. Am I going to get a dual catcher? I am, right? I am. I'm going to get in the next 4 rounds some guy who can play catcher. I'm gambling. Do I gamble? Like Larry Gardner, though. Game Why do you have to be so cruel? Well, I got Scott Brocious, so I'm good. Okay, I better take a catcher. Warren Hacker, please come on down. And Jose Valentin. No, I got two shortstops. Rick Ankiel. Sean, are you good against grounders? No. Oh, see, I did get another catcher. I could have taken Walkenfuss. Darn it. Sorry, Larry. Larry, I tried. I really did. I wanted to take you, Larry. Dexter and Newcomb. Sure, let's just do that. What do I got? 8, 10 pitchers. I think I'm good. First, second, third, short. I need a first baseman and a center fielder. Ivan Howard. Now I get all these catchers. Jared Dyson. Last round. Who we gonna take? Who looks good? Cecil Fielder. Mark Knutson. Good. 11 pitchers. Flo Messerschmidt, Hershiser, Foytak, and Hacker. I'm good with that. I kind of like that. I am not losing round 1 tomorrow, Chad. It's not happening. It is not happening. Okay, this I gotta set because some of these guys need to be platoon. Like Tim Beckham needs to be in against the righties. Shortstop. There. Koski, Viex, Reeves, McFarland, Brocious, Slagle. Good. And Cecil needs to be in there against the lefties. Nope, it's not a home run park though. So Cecil, you're gonna ride the bench. It's not a home run park. Brocious. It's righties. Leon Wagner. What are you doing on the bench, Leon? It's your time to shine, Daddy. Daddy's got to get in there. Can he play right field? He cannot. Can Barney play somewhere else? He can play center. Ooh, who comes out? Looks like it's Leon, Barney, and Slagle. Mr. Reeves, you come out. Leon, you come in. You go to left. You go to center. And you go to, ooh, I can't. I got to take out either Slagle or McCoskey against the righties. Slagle or McCoskey. Who comes out against the righties? Ooh, even, pretty even, pretty even. Are these the same guy? I guess McCoskey comes out. I got to put back in. Who did I take out here? Reeves. Wagner, Reeves, center. Good. Submit. All right, there we go. We drafted. Let's for everyone that posts an emote in chat, I'm going to open up 10 packs. But I'm only going to give you 15 seconds. If you're in chat, because I rated over to Warbot, gave him the love. But if you're still around, put an emote in chat and I'll open up 10 packs for each viewer that puts an emote in. Otherwise, I'm shutting her down. We're closing off. All right. Looks like that's it. No one in chat. Just me and some bots. Pound signing off. We'll see you next episode.